Ciao, Professor. So, my stepdad's side of the family is Italian, and they have a lot of Italian recipes. And yesterday, they just so happened to make chicken cacciatore. So, after they made it, I went over and took pictures of it, and my grandfather told me all of the ingredients and how he made it. So, here's the finished product. For the ingredients, he doesn't really measure them out, he more just eyeballs them. And the ingredients that he uses include red peppers, onions, black olives, carrots, garlic, chicken breast, salt and pepper. Then he adds 2 cans of what we call tomato sauce, but they call it gravy. And it gives it this beautiful look that makes it almost more soup-like. So to cook this, first he browns the chicken, and while it's browning, he chops up all of the other ingredients like the carrots and the onions and the red peppers, and he cooks them until they're soft. After that, he combines them and bakes them at 375 degrees for an hour. Once that hour's up, don't forget to let it cool, then you can enjoy. After learning about my grandfather's version of chicken cacciatore, I went online to look up some authentic versions of it from people in Italy. So the first thing that I found was that the Italian word cacciatore means hunter in English, and it's an Italian hunter's chicken stew. But a lot of times they would use other wild animals like rabbits and pheasants and stuff like that. So a big difference that I noticed in our recipe versus the recipe straight out of Italy is that theirs usually includes a wine sauce, either a red wine sauce or a dried white wine. Another significant difference is that my grandpa's recipe does not include mushrooms, but most authentic Italian recipes do. And they usually have more herbs and stuff like that than my grandfather put in his. It might just be that he didn't have it this time when he made it, but usually there's a lot more put in it, like bay leaves and parsley. Now my grandfather is very stubborn about changing the way that he cooks, but I'm gonna try to convince him to cook it more like the original authentic Italian recipe, including the wine and the mushrooms.